So I know students who have taken more than 10 practice tests and not seen score improvements. Why would that be? And shouldn't their scores be going up each time? Yeah, so that's something it always I hate to hear that a student before we've worked with them has taken so many practice tests. One, because they're hard to schedule. You're dedicating 3.5 hours each time you do that. While it's great to get the actual feel for the test and something that you certainly need to do before you go in and take it for real, the vast majority of the time, you have a set amount of knowledge already about the topics that are covered. So as a student, if I continue to do the same things over and over again without actually fixing the areas that I was getting questions wrong in the first place, I'm just going to continue those bad habits and continue to get those same things wrong. So you can only practice test yourself so far before actual instruction is needed, and like remedial work to understand those concepts actually becomes really important. And this is why, as you learn about test prep in general, the best results end up coming from people that work with private tutors. That's also the most expensive way to go, and something that's not available for most people. But why that works so well is because that teacher is going in and figuring out where your strengths and weaknesses are, and then tackling those weaknesses to help turn them into strengths. So if you can do that, you're actually fixing the issues that you were having on those practice tests before. So we always, and this is something that we've made as a main pillar of what we do at TestRocker, is we want to provide you with instruction for every single question that we want, that we have you do on our program. And again, the reason for that is if I answer a question, I approached it in a certain way and I got it wrong, I need to figure out why that happened. So when we support that with instruction, and we do this through video on TestRocker, with these video explanations, what we're doing is showing you, okay, here's exactly how to work through this question. And you get access to that immediately after you've answered the question. So while it's fresh in my mind how I approach the question, I'm going to make those adjustments right then and there, which is also where having practice tests and having so many practice tests can be a bit it makes it a lot harder to make those adjustments, because if I just go through and do the writing section and I got number 12 wrong, after I've taken a 45-minute section, I need to go back and try to figure out where exactly how exactly I was thinking through that problem. You're less likely to be as clear on what you were thinking when you made that answer after you've done a whole bunch of questions at one time. So the immediate feedback on specific questions is something, again, that's a huge tenet of why private tutors are wildly successful in this realm. So, and something that is vastly important, and what makes those 20 to 30 point jumps on a practice by taking a bunch of practice tests, turn those into 200 point increases, because you're actually fixing the issues that you were having.